Hey, folks, welcome to the championship game preview with the Sports Nutz, Bob and Mike. Brought to you by OddsJam, the complete odds comparison company. Click the links below. That's right, below. Where are they at, Mike? They're down there. For the best sports books in your states, you need multiple sports books that helps you be more profitable. And the OddsJam Partner Program, also down there below. That link down there. Share it with your friends. You get 20% of all the revenue generated from that link. So here we are, Mike. We got championship game. Kansas whipped up on Villanova. They were just way too tough, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, there was no doubt that McCormack was able to establish himself as a complete mismatch. Villanova had no answer for him. And then, of course, Abaji having a big game.
Yes, I agree 100%. And then in the nightcap, it was the Tobacco Road matchup, and North Carolina outlasts Duke. The end of Mike Krzyzewski's career ends on a losing note to the arch rival. And the Duke players didn't even shake hands after the game, by the way.
Yeah, tough loss. Obviously, Caleb Love was unbelievable. Late three, key free throws down the stretch. I mean, what can you say? Hey, RJ Davis had an absolute great game as well, pitching in 18 points. North Carolina is on a mission, and they're to be reckoned with.
And that takes us to our championship game preview, which is North Carolina and Kansas. And Mike, here's my question. Does Kansas have an answer for Love? And does North Carolina have an answer for Abaji?
I don't know that either team have an answer for either guy right now. I think these two guys are destined to maybe go blow for blow here, Bob. Some interesting notes here. Kansas 7-3 against the spread. They've won 10 in a row. North Carolina, and these are over the last 10 games. North Carolina 9-1 against the spread. So that is very interesting there. Obviously, you know, you look at these two tournament history-wise, hey, Kansas 4-2 against North Carolina in the tournament. So North Carolina definitely has got to be thinking some revenge. And hey, what's up with Baycot, huh? He's got an ankle injury. I mean, that's a little worrisome as well because he's an answer for McCormack, and I'm worried if his ankle's a little messed up, if now Kansas is able to take advantage of that matchup. So that'll be interesting, and he's got to stay out of foul trouble. If he stays out of foul trouble, they'll be in good shape. Obviously, I think North Carolina has to get Caleb Love going early. If they get him going early, I think they can go blow for blow with Kansas, Bob.
Okay, well, here's my question. As I get everything back here, Mike, my question is, do they really have an answer for the big guy of Kansas? Because I'm going to tell you.
McCormack?
There were three guys.
If Baycot is healthy, if Baycot is able to stay out of foul trouble, and if he's at, about 85-90%, then maybe, I think he'll be good to go.
They had three guys on him at times, man. And it's not, he's a tough player to handle.
Well, look, do you think that Kansas is going to be able to? I mean, how many threes did Abaji have?
Well, his first four he made.
He had 6. I don't know if he's going to have 6 again. And look, I think Caleb Love is absolutely dynamite, and I think that he has got something to prove. And what bigger stage than to do it against Duke in the Final Four, and now to do it in the national championship? I think North Carolina's got all the answers. They knocked off a Big 12 team in Baylor. I think this spread we need to get into.
Got to share the screen, Mike. Let's get to the OddsJam page, and let's get to the odds page. Let's look at that point spread. All right. We're looking at 4.5. It's minus 110. If you take North Carolina, you get 4. The odds jam perfect line minus 102. Minus 110. I think that North Carolina can cover. I think that they can be within that spread. So
I do too. I do too. And this is kind of, this is going to be interesting to look out for. Maybe this thing closer to tip off will drop probably, I think, because I think a lot of people are starting to maybe buy into North Carolina having a little bit of magic here, because they almost look like they're the team of destiny when it was Duke. Now remember, North Carolina wasn't even expected to beat Duke. So for me to say that Kansas is, you're giving me 4 points with North Carolina, I will take that.
Okay, and actually, I'm going to give you 4.5 because Caesars and DraftKings have plus 4.5 at minus 110, Mike. And the odds jam perfect line is minus 112. So that's where I'm going. Our pick, Mike, is North Carolina plus 4.5. But I got one question here before we go any further, and that is the total. Total is 153 to 153.5. Do you think we go over this total? I say yes.
I'm leaning towards the under, and the reason why is you got to remember this is a national championship game, and I'm not sure that you can expect the crispness that we saw out of both of these offenses in their most recent games. Both putting up 80 plus points. I think this game is more low scoring. Kansas is a good defensive team. North Carolina has guys that can play defense, Leaky Black being one of them. So me personally, I'm leaning with the under a little bit here. And interestingly enough, Bob, it seems like the over and under, it goes in different directions with these teams. With Kansas games, you're kind of safer on the under, but North Carolina games, you're kind of safer on the over. Well, these two teams are matched up. I think that it's a muddy game because it's a national championship game. I think we see some big play, obviously, but I ultimately think that it comes down to Caleb Love, Abaji, McCormack, and I think Baycot's got to stay out of foul trouble to become a factor.
Okay, so here's my thought here. I'm staying away from the total.
I would too. Yeah, I mean that's not a confident. You can lean that because I'm not giving that play out. You can lean the under for sure.
Here's our pick, folks. North Carolina plus 4.5. You heard it here.
Yeah, I love it. I love getting that half, Bob. I love getting that half a point you said on Caesars, right?
Yeah, minus 110. So there you have it, folks. That is our championship game preview with the Sports Nuts and Odds Jam. You guys have a great, great day. Enjoy the game. Peace.